In the depth of an ancient forest, where the trees stretched their twisted limbs toward the sky, an eerie atmosphere cloaked the land in a permanent state of twilight. The dense fog moved like a living entity, swirling mysteriously between the towering trees. This was not an ordinary forest, but one known in whispered legends as the Haunted Grove, where supernatural occurrences were common and ghostly apparitions lurked in the shadows. A lone traveler named Ethan wandered into these ominous woods. Desperate to find his way out, Ethan's steps quickened, but the fog only grew thicker, the trees appearing more malevolent with every passing moment. As day turned to night, the howling wind increased in intensity, almost as if it were warning him to leave. Ghostly figures began to materialize and vanish, their glowing eyes piercing the darkness. Some floated just above the ground, their translucent forms faintly illuminated by an otherworldly light. These apparitions moved eerily, without sound, leaving Ethan feeling as if he were in a nightmare from which he couldn't awaken. Ethan tried to remain calm, but his heart pounded in his chest as shadows danced unnaturally among the trees. He felt the temperature drop suddenly, and the forest went eerily silent before an unearthly whisper filled the air. The whisper grew louder, echoing through the branches, and Ethan spun around to see the trees swaying violently without any wind to move them. Leaves scattered as if an invisible force had tossed them. The glowing-eyed specters reached out, and Ethan stumbled backward, wide-eyed with fear. He paused to catch his breath, realizing that the forest itself was alive with spirits. As he gathered his thoughts, he noticed a particularly menacing ghost hovering near an ancient oak. This apparition seemed more vivid than the others, and as Ethan made eye contact, the ghostly figure raised a hand, causing the surrounding trees to shudder. The whispers grew to a roar, and Ethan knew he had to escape. With every ounce of strength, he ran, dodging the grasping branches and the spectral figures. The path twisted unpredictably, leading him deeper into the forest's heart. Finally, the fog began to dissipate, and the glow of moonlight illuminated a clearing. Exhausted, Ethan burst into the open space, falling to his knees. He looked back to see the fog recede, dragging the ghostly apparitions with it. The forest returned to an eerie stillness, the supernatural phenomena fading like a half-remembered dream. Breathing heavily, Ethan realized he had narrowly escaped the Haunted Grove, vowing never to return to the haunted forest again.